In this video, I'll be providing you with the elevator pitch and a brief player breakdown for South Alabama wide receiver Jalen Tolbert, who is a prospect in the upcoming 2022 NFL Draft. Now, Jalen Tolbert is 6'1", weighs 194 pounds, and has 32 and 1/4 inch arms. He's the 10th ranked wide receiver on my latest big board, and he ranks 67th overall among all prospects. And opinions on Tolbert remain mixed. The redshirt senior doesn't have elite vertical speed or the size to consistently overwhelm defenders. He doesn't have the route running chops of a Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson either. However, his game fits the profile of a late second or early third round pick. And frankly, I think it's more and more so going to be an early third round pick the more rumors we hear regarding other wide receivers in this class and Jalen Tolbert as well. So I'm assuming it's going to be more of a early third to mid third round selection at this point, but I would not be surprised if he went in the late second round. Tolbert averaged over 17 yards per reception in each of his three final collegiate seasons, using a combination of smooth releases and above-average long speed to threaten defenses vertically. The former two-star receiver has multiple gears that he jumps between mid-route to lull defenders and rarely finds his feet getting stuck on cuts and moves. And when I say all this, I mean that he doesn't have the same kind of speed as someone like Jameson Williams, who just has straight track speed to run right past you. Someone like Jalen Tolbert, who does a good job with his releases, which is why he's able to consistently get deep. When given a bit of a runway, which he can get because he has that release, he can build up speed and he can stack corners. He can get pay on safeties and deep coverage if he has to, which is why he's been such a consistent deep threat throughout this time in college. Despite the fact that teams know he's going to consistently threaten you deep, he still manages to get open because he has that surprising speed that builds up over time and because it's hard to stop him and jam him at the line of scrimmage. And like I said, he has that little bit of a gear shift mid-route that can kind of lull defenders to sleep, and he surprises you by getting it back up to a high-end gear and ended up stacking you. Now, Tolbert's production was off the charts this past season. He caught 82 passes for 1,474 yards and 8 touchdowns. He topped 100 yards 7 times, including big games against Coastal Carolina and Tennessee, Tennessee being the highest level of competition he faced this past year. Tolbert needs to eliminate some of the drops that plagued him throughout college. He had 18 drops total on 306 targets, according to Pro Football Focus. And I'm surprised he didn't win a higher percentage of contested catch opportunities. He only won about 44% of his contested catch tries both in 2020 and in 2021. And the reason why that surprised me, at least initially, I think he was listed at 6'3" on South Alabama's website, which is why it surprised me initially. Comes in at 6'1" in the end. So not as surprising at that point. But I still would have expected him to be closer to a true 50-50 ball kind of guy based on his profile and based on his ability to actually jump. Like his overall athleticism, for me, projects as a player who will get better in contested catch situations in the NFL, especially because he's a vertical threat, and there's a chance that he might run into situations where quarterbacks potentially underthrow him, and he's going to have to complete contested catches against defensive backs who are recovering to the ball. So I think he has to improve in that area, and I think he will because he has the physical profile to do that. And again, I view this guy as a late second round pick or a early to mid third round selection.